Do you remember the days when running was simply about a good pair of shoes, get out the door and just run? No super trainers, carbon plates, all this kind of stuff. Nah, to be honest, neither do I. I haven't been running that long, neither do I. The super trainers and the super shoes are here to stay. However, we also need to focus on daily trainers. What is the best daily trainer to get right now? You could argue it's Hoka's Mach 6, but I've also loved Adidas's Supernova Rise. Some of you might even say Asics's Nova Blast 4. Let's talk about it. My name is Aubrey, I'm a runner and I'm good with being me on this one. What is the best daily trainer I've ran in 2024? There might be some nuances in terms of release dates, but I've run in these shoes in 2024 and I thought I would share with you the different facts and opinions about these shoes to help you inform your own decisions. Let's go. The first section, facts. These are not my opinions or anything like that. It's just facts. Let's start here. The weight. Sorry, Adidas, of the three, the heaviest, Adidas Supernova Rise comes in third place, 300 grams or 10.6 ounces. Mind you, I wear a 9.5 UK. That's the weight for these shoes. Second, Nova Blast 4, 279 grams or 9.8 ounces. I'll be honest with you, that's not too bad for a daily trainer, especially when I tell you about the stack height. 1 point to Hoka's Mach 6, 246 grams, 8.6 ounces. Whew. Next, let's talk about the price. You can't win them all. Third place, 140 pounds. Now, this is the craziness of the list, and this is why I've picked these three. The most expensive is 140. Third place, though. Second, 135 pounds for Asics Nova Blast 4. That's not bad at all. But in first place, now this is special. 130 pounds in this day and age. All right, fine. 1 point. Hey, Nova Blast 4, bro. Fight back, man. Fight. Don't let them push you around like that, bro. Come on. Now, this next section, I don't give points for. The points are awarded later on for what this section does. It's the stack height. 34 at the back, 24 at the front, being a 10 mil drop, and a humongous 41.5, 33.5. Lastly, 37 versus 32. All right, let's now move on to the more judged subjective opinion sections. We'll go from the top, working our way down on all of these shoes. Let's start with the heel. Which of these two shoes has the best heel? Whilst I love the padding of the Supernova Rise, I feel like it's matched. The plushiness, the cushion, and the comfort you feel is matched very well by the Supernova Rise 4. And what this has over that shoe is the heel tab at the back. The Supernova Rise does not have this heel tab. However, when you then take that to the Mach 6, the cushioning and the plushiness, this still wins. I do prefer, though, I won't lie to you, as a heel tab, I like the exaggerated fin back here. That is a bit more practical to use as a heel tab in putting the shoe on. I prefer that. However, because of the padding, bang, that is clearly taken by Asics Nova Blast 4 in terms of the comfort. And it also does give you that heel tab. The point, therefore, goes to Asics Nova Blast 4. Well done for fighting back, young man. Well done. Let's talk about the tongue. We're going to have to forgive Adidas a little bit because I've only started reviewing their shoes, and therefore I haven't given them the strong message that they need to start gusseting the tongues on the Supernova Rise, because it's not gusseted. Therefore, it falls out of the conversation. In terms of the tongue, the competition is therefore between these two. The Nova Blast 4 gives you a bit more breathability. I like the texture of the Nova Blast 4, but the perforations here on the tongue, if you look closely, there is what gives it for me. It makes it a bit more breathable of a tongue. So in terms of the tongue, bang. it's fighting back. The lacing system. I can't really call this one. Look at this. I don't want to. I can't. I really cannot. They've done exactly what I asked for in terms of lacing systems. It's simple. They're holes that make eyelets. The laces are perfect on all of these. I'm sorry to say, you guys can share these points. Actually, you know what? I'm in a good mood. 1 point to you. I'm going to do an Oprah. 1 point, everyone gets 1 point. All right? All right, fine. Let's move on. The upper. I gave all of these shoes a point each for the lacing system. I feel like I should take that point back because I genuinely feel like these uppers are quite vanilla in their appearance. If you look at that, the upper itself looks quite vanilla. Same. Quite vanilla. And in the review of this, I specifically said that. Same with this shoe. I felt like ignore this bit, ignore the midsole. That just feels very basic. If I am to choose one, I'll probably give it to the Mach 6. I love the tuned in, tuned up feel of this upper against my foot. It makes me forget that the shoe is there. I love with the speed workouts I'm doing, I can slow those down. The upper holds my foot and gives me a security that I love. What I love about the Adidas Supernova Rise, it's been a long time since I put on a shoe and I felt the plushiness of my foot being hugged as if I've had a long day and Adidas is going, come here, bring it in. This shoe does exactly that. And it was a trade-off between these two. I'm in a good mood. Half a point each. This is tough. This bit I'm about to talk to is tough. Daily trainers are pick up your shoe, get out the door, and go running. But they serve on two extremes. If you only have this one shoe, you're going to do your easy runs. You're therefore looking for cushioning, for recovery runs, slow runs, long runs. But you might need that same shoe for speed work. This is very tricky for me because I'm telling you, if you imagine extremes, this is on the fast side. Hold on. And then you've got this on the easier side. Honestly, the feeling you get in this, and then this one sort of sticks in the middle. It's like that. So I don't really know how to call it. I think it's based on that this is then the best of both these two worlds. I have certain loyalties with these brands, and I'm loving the Supernova Rise for what it is. But that, in terms of the midsole, does it. In terms of the outsole, it's between two shoes, not the Asics Nova Blast 4. As an outsole, there's a lot happening there. I get that, but I didn't get the same feeling in terms of grip as that. That is basic, it's coverage, it's grip. Same here. There's simplicity here, but it does the job wonderfully. With that said, you can have a point each, guys. You can have a point each, all right? At this point, I've forgotten all the scores. And it comes down to this. Which shoe should you buy? It's simple. This one. This one here. This one here. That's the, look, this one. This one. This is the shoe you should buy. Let me explain. I've got 2 kids. Mortgage. A car. Insurance. Fuel. They need Pokemon cards. This one is into trolls. On top of that, I then have to look at running shoes. Now, granted, most shoes I talk about are kindly provided to me for purposes of review. But the people that watch my channels don't get that kind of thing. So they're balancing priorities and finances. So the number one thing for me will always be price. 130 pounds, Peba midsole, plushiness. Now, don't get me wrong. The shoes that we've talked about, they're not slouches. This is what excites me about running shoes, especially in the daily trainer space. We're getting amazing running shoes. Believe me, it's taken me a long time to get to the decision that this is the one you should buy. Because we've got excellent shoes. And I'll just say this here. It's simply because I need to decide on a shoe and recommend one. That's all. If you buy any of the shoes we talked about, you've won. Honestly, you're not getting any bad shoes with the shoes we've talked about. It's just that I have to recommend one, and my number one reasoning is finances. Yes, I know it's not a lot between them, but this is £130 for a Peeba-based midsole. Come on. I'm done. Hey, head to the clouds, feet to the ground, and I'll see you on the next one.